Okay, good morning, traders. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody on this our meeting. This is Rally Academy's MMR Home Edition. That's the one we call Morning Market Review, but Home Edition. So today I'm at home, I'm not in the office, and of course, I'm glad to be here. And I want to wish you all Merry Christmas in advance, and of course, Happy New Year in advance also, because that one is still coming after Christmas. So let's see who is on board. Let's see those people at the meeting at the moment. I like mentioning people's name. So Adetoba Afosos, Anya Ayo, is it Anayochukwu? Yeah, correct. Awoyemi and Ululowo, right? Chinedu, Ekpemsi. You can see I mentioned your name more than like 4 times, right? So Idris, Joseph, why I mentioned Ekpemsi more than once is because his name is common. And of course, I really want to tie his face to his name. I want to know his location such that anytime I'm in that location early next year, because of course I'll go around next year. So I would like to actually shake hand with you. You're always ever present. So, and of course, I have more. So, if you hear your name, fine. If you don't hear your name, don't be annoyed. So, Joseph, like I was saying, K, Moji, and Unwori, Olariwaju, Olawore, Olufowokan. All right. You guys are very, very much welcome. So, I'm still going to be mentioning more name. Don't worry. As I see them coming, I'm seeing more. And of course, if your name is your phone's name, I will not mention you. Okay, I would like for you to be able, at least to be able to mention your name. So I see some people, their phone is their name, so I may not be able to mention them. And of course, somebody already sent me a message. That's Unwori Cornelius. Good morning. So which means that everybody can hear me. I'm glad. So I'm going to be sharing my screen shortly. Don't worry. I'm going to be sharing my screen uh, with you guys. So let me just quickly go to MT4, open it up and share my screen, right? So in the meantime, I'm still seeing more people coming in. So, and of course, I'm glad that people turn up today. Even though it's weekend, sorry, yeah, I said even though it's holiday, it's good that you guys are here. Okay, so let me go to let me just check. I'm already on my MT4. I just want to open my charts. Okay. So I'm just gonna, close the existing ones and share my screen with you guys. Let me check. Where do I share it? Give me a second. As I click on share, of course, my screen. So uh right there. Okay. I hope you people are able to see my screen now. If you can see my screen, just signify that you can see my screen. Okay, just maybe raise up your hand, yes, or something that you can see my screen. So, Joseph Paul, are you sleeping? Your eye is shining this morning. I can't hear you anyway. Okay, because you are muted. That's good. So, excuse me. Actually, ask the admin to mute everybody so that even if you plan to say something at home, you'll not be able to say it such that your talk will not disturb us. So let's go to the first instrument. You can see I don't have anything, although I have a trade running like our Louvre says, so I'm going to close it as it is. Just close it. I don't want to see the charts. Let me just close so that we can start afresh. So today I'm using MT4, not MT5. So take note of that. So it might be different. My chart may be different from yours a little bit, but of course they should be the same across board, whether you're using MT4 or MT5. So I'm going to be opening some, instrument for us to analyze. So I'll start with gold. Okay, so we analyze gold this morning. Then we'll start again with maybe a currency. After commodity is gold. So go to currency and start with maybe euro dollar. Now euro dollar is something I expect to be going up. So it has made like it has made a strong support. I don't know if it will break it. I'm not sure, but if you break that support, it might just be a fake out and of course come. But there's too much pressure on this support, and of course you can already see the support on the screen. This is 1 hour chart. Of course you can see that right here. That's from this level down. seems to be a support, right? Because price actually tested it a while ago, and of course, it's not able to break it. It went kind of a way back, and of course, in a moment, that's about last week, price tested it again. I think on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there was a serious test on that level. You can see the level already. So, but if that level is broken, Euro USD might just go down, but it might just be a fake down, maybe to parity. When I say to parity, I mean that Euro USD might just go 1 on 1, which means you can see that right here we have 1.03360, which means that Euro USD might just go to 1.00000. So if Euro is 1, then USD is also 1. That's what it means. So Euro USD 1 to 1. If it is 1.0000000, it means that 1 euro is equal to $1, which means they are at parity, they're at par. Okay, but I don't know if it will happen because we only have about 300 pips or thereabouts to go down. So I said 300 pips, yeah, 300 pips to go down. So if Euro USD can go, even if it breaks it, the worst it to go is it to go 300 pips down, and of course it will begin to go back. But so far so good. This level of 1.03 is holding for Euro USD. So I expect it to actually, go back at least to test maybe 1.08 levels. Okay, that's what I expect, or even 1.07. So right now it's on 1.04. So let's go to another one. Don't worry, we'll come back to Euro USD and analyze it as we go on. But let's go to another currency that we can look at, which could be USD CAD. Could be. We'll also talk about this one as we move on. Then we can go to maybe crude oil and look at what's up with crude oil. All right, crude oil should be under here. That's about 4 now. Then we can go also to maybe, let me check, maybe wheat. Okay, and of course we can also go to maybe Nasdaq. You can go to Nasdaq and check. Nasdaq is on indices and commodity one, or sorry, three. That's indices and commodity group three. So, and of course we can also go to indices and commodity group one. We could check US30. I actually like US30. It's one of my favorite instruments because it gives me money anytime I trade it. Yeah, I rarely lose on US30. Okay. And of course, we could also go to, I think I've taken two indices, three commodities and two currencies. So let me go to one more currency so that to balance out. Maybe Euro pound, right? So now I have gold. I can just move gold to this side so that gold will move in with indices. So I have crude oil, wheat, and gold. Then I have currency right here. So currency might just move back to this level. So I have Euro USD, USD CAD, and of course Euro pound. Then I have US 100, US 30. I think I should add one more instrument. So I've taken two US indices. Let me take one more from somewhere else. Maybe FRA 40 from France. Okay, so I have three currencies, three indices, and of course, three commodities. So let's get started. Before we get started, I would also like to go back to the group section where I can see all of us. And of course, I'm seeing now Ohai Bulem, right? Ohai Bulem. I think I'm correct. Ohai Bulem. Is it Ohai Bulem or Ohai Bulem? Anyone? All right. Eddie. Okay. And of course, Edu. And of course, those are the new people I'm seeing now. And of course, mm, let me check. Pastor Luke, right? Oluwakorede. Wow, it's your name. It's interesting. Oluwakorede. Then Damilare. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You can see the way I'm carrying wow, wow, like I'm an ambulance. Your name is very, very fine, right? Everything is joy there. Irene. Mm. So now, Oyebola and Prince Will, and of course, Rotimi, Soji, Tonka Lucky, and of course, Vivian, Yinka, and Yusuf Adebayo Rashid, right? Excuse me. So you guys are welcome. Now I want to quickly tell you something before we go in deep. Remember, I'm at home, so excuse me, I might have some disturbances around because of my children. They might just play around, children will always be children, but of course I've already given them instruction to allow me stay in my room and do my work, right? So now that said, so even if you hear some noise at the background, remember I'm at home and of course I'm with children, but of course they shouldn't come around that much. So let me uh Let me just go to the currencies and start. Now, I'm going to be introducing some strategies to us. I'm glad that we have about 40 something people at home now that's in the group. So I'm going to be, so that means that you guys are lucky. So this is almost Christmas edition. And of course, I'm going to be introducing some, strategies to you guys. But before I do that, I'm going to share another screen with you shortly. That's the screen of Forex Factory so that we can look at the calendar and look at what is obtainable and what may not be obtainable. Okay, so what I'm sure of is that, let me type Forex Factory. While that one is loading, I'm going to just click on share so we can look at that. Okay, there's a purpose, there's a reason I'm coming here today. So if we look at today, today is Monday, you can see that we only have two main days today. And that's I think about, okay, sorry. We only have about a few, events, slated for this week. Okay, which means that this week is holiday week. Now, what I'm sure of is that we will not be here on Wednesday. Okay, we are going to be on holiday because it's Christmas, and because it is Christmas, um, you can see that the only event we have on Wednesday is Japanese yen's BOJ Governor Ueda speaking. So there's no economic activity on Wednesday. So we will not run MMR on Wednesday because there's no market anyway. So you need to know that. Please write it down. So don't bother to join on Wednesday. We will not be running because market will not move that day. Okay, it will be holiday across the world. Also, we will not be running on Monday. Sorry, I think Wednesday, the 1st of January. It will also be holiday. Then we will not be running on Thursday also because Thursday is 26th, and 26th is considered Boxing Day worldwide. So there will be no market. That means market will not move that day also. So Thursday, don't bother to come around. So Wednesday and Thursday this week, don't bother. But of course, Wednesday next week, of course, there'll be, because Wednesday next week will be 2nd of January. So market should run. All right. So sorry, Thursday next week, I mean. Thursday next week is 2nd of January. Market should run. Now, I think Tuesday, tomorrow, market may run. If it runs, of course, you guys should be here. Somebody will be on board. Okay. I may not be the one to anchor the event, but somebody will be on board to anchor it. So I believe that on the 24th, market will still be running. All right. So you can be here on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. So Friday, yeah. So market should run on Friday also. Hopefully, if you run on Friday, so the 2 days will not be available this week for us in Rally Academy for us to give you market review is Wednesday and Thursday that I'm sure of. Okay, and of course, Monday next week I'll be back again to be with you guys. Hopefully. Now, that said, it means that since we know that there's no much economic activity, it means that most of what will drive the market today will be technical analysis. Now, let me check my message to see and to be sure that there's no direct message to me. Okay. Okay, there's no direct message to me from the office, but of course we can see that I just gave you guys a head up as to the calendar and of course what is available around the world. So the New York Stock Exchange will not open on Wednesday, and of course it will not open on Thursday. I'm speaking from experience. On the 25th and 26th last year, it did open. 25th and 26th the year before, it did not open. So it shouldn't be that it will not open on Wednesday and Thursday. So don't bother. Just stay at home, relax, eat your food, enjoy your money that you have made, and of course, move on. Now, let's go back to technical analysis 100% because since except for Thursday, there will be an unemployment claim, and of course, you shouldn't really bother yourself. So today, the only event you might want to, capitalize on, maybe if you have a trade open, you might need to, get across to check it. That will be on CAD, okay, Canadian dollar. All right, you might just check your account and should be sure that if you have a trade running on Canadian dollar, you might want to maybe close it, okay, because the GDP will definitely affect Canadian dollar. All right, positively or negatively, depends on the results. Now, it is expected that if it comes up, as it is, as we are forecasting it, then Canadian dollar should gain against US dollar, for example. Okay, because the previous result was zero point 0.1, and of course, the one expected now is 0.2. So if you come out 0.2, buy card. That's what it means. All right. So let's quickly go to technical analysis 100%. I'm going to share my screen back again. And of course, I can see more people, joining us right now. So if you're just joining us, you're welcome. we just, open about 9 instruments that we're going to be looking at this morning. Now, if what you want me to look at is different from this 9, don't worry, time is there. I will definitely look at it. So I won't spend much time on them. I'll just, 100% analyze as I see it fit. So let me start with Euro USD this morning. And of course, I'm going to go to a template that you can, all agree with, which is this one. Now, this template is black and white, so I'm going to just blind this place and, of course, blind that place so that we can do 100% objective analysis. Now, black and white on my screen may mean green and red on your screen. So it could be like this on your own. It's still the same, right? I like black and white, but let me leave it at green and red since a lot of us, majority of us, were familiar with green and red. Now, I'm going to go to a little bit of zoom out, a little bit, so that we can see what we saw when we're looking at it from the plain background. So I was saying that for Euro USD, we had kind of like a low right here that's around 22nd November. Then we also had of recent a low right here around 18th December, and of course around Friday also, which was 20th December, we also have a low here. So if we look at these three lows, they look around the same area, right? Even though the last two didn't really come close to the first one. So if we objectively draw, let me just click on escape for this one since we don't need it. If we objectively draw this particular one, let me say subjective, and look at it, you see that the previous ones actually were just, very close to this particular one. So we could just say that this is a kind of like a new low testing, right? This area. So this area serves as a support, a strong one. And of course, if you look at the D1 also, if we take it, let me just open another chart for you guys to see on this same Euro USD. I don't want to disturb this one, right? So let's go to major and open up Euro USD. Now, if you look at the D1 here and put it on D1, we'll see that if we kind of zoom out, we'll see that Euro USD actually, is actually testing this the same support as has gone before, right here, right? This is support, remember? Now, this support that you're seeing here, even though it is hidden, all right, it's actually a support. Okay, because if you take it to the front, it agrees with this one, right? So that's a very, strong support. Now, what I was saying at the beginning that if Euro USD break this level, Euro USD will definitely go to parity. And parity will definitely be around 1-to-1. Okay, so let me drag this one down a little bit. 1-to-1 will be around here, right? This is about 1-to-1. Okay, let me just do this and actually modify this line property and change the parameter to 1-to-1, right? So let me just do 0-0. Then I'll do okay. So you can do 1-to-1. So you can see this is where 1-to-1 is. So if this level is broken, Euro USD will definitely test this level. That's 1-to-1. But of course, even if it tests 1-to-1, it will still definitely go up because the last we saw was around 0.9 something. I think around here. That was the last we saw of Euro USD when it was that bad around 2022. Okay, that bad for euro, not bad for dollar, actually good for dollar. So here, this level where it is currently is now will just be a litmus test, kind of like what I expect, right? What I expect is for Euro USD to actually move up, like I said, to 1.07, which will be around this level, all right? The last it tested it, after this test here, it actually went back to this level. And of course, if we, do this to the right, we should be able to see around 1.07, 1.08, right? I think I mentioned it already. So Euro USD might just, move back to this level, which means that my objective analysis is for my bias is for you to look to buy. Now, looking to buy back to 1 hour chart, okay, looking to buy might mean that you will now insert maybe a moving average like 50 period or 21 period, depends on the one you fancy. Let me just click on insert in your presence and click on indicators in your presence and click on make it simple, short and simple, moving average, right? In your presence and change the value to 50, which is what it is. And of course, it's let me make it exponential. You could use simple, you could use exponential, it doesn't matter. Now, if I go on now and zoom in so that you can see it well, on this 1 hour. So what you can do is anytime you have two candles close grain above this line, you can buy. That's all it means. Okay. If you have two candles close grain above the line, you can buy. All right. You can also do it in 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. So what I mean is, any of the time frame you are using, two candle close above this line, it will be a buy for you. Or so we can see something around here right now. Um, arrow up. Let's put it on this candle. And of course, arrow up in, let's put it on this next candle, which is also green. So what I'm trying to say is that when you look at your chart on 30 minutes, put it your chart on 30 minutes, whether you're using phone or laptop, then insert this line on your chart, okay? This moving average 50 period, make it simple or exponential. It doesn't matter. Anyone you choose is fine. And of course, watch out for two candles that will first of all close after downpour, okay? After this downpour, let me just give you this. So after this downpour, price was moving up and down, up and down, up and down, below this line, right? Eventually, it begins to move around and play around, and then it begins to move up. And this is the first close above the line. This particular one was one that closed first above the line, and it's color green. Then this particular one also closed again above the line, and it's color green. So if you have seen these two, you can buy. So what it means now is that you hold on for Euro USD. That this particular event has passed, because if you have bought here, if you had bought when you saw this, if you had bought here, and of course the price moved about 40 something 50 pips. So if you use one standard volume, that would be like $5,000. That's what it means. Sorry, $500, I mean, not $5,000. That would be $500. So if you place one standard volume of this one on this particular instrument on, I think on Friday, around 9 o'clock in the morning, if you buy with one standard volume, the price move 100 pips, it will give you $100. Sorry, the price move 10 pips, it will give you $100. You move 20 pips, it will give you $200. You move 30 pips, it will give you $300. You move 40 pips, it will give you $400. And of course, you move 50 pips, it will give you $500. So you would have made $500, which is around 850,000 naira, Nigerian naira. And of course, if you were trading with maybe 1.5 million, you would be able to place one standard lot. So 1.5 million, your money should have been around 2 point something million now. That's if you had seen that. But now that I've shown you, what you can do is to wait. Since Euro USD is beginning to drop now, be happy, and of course hope that it will drop below this level. If you drop below this line on this 30 minutes chart, watch out. If you now close green above it again, you can place a buy. Now if you place that buy, your stop loss should be around the recent low. So use recent low as your stop loss, which means that your stop loss could be around this zone. It could be around this zone. Okay, let me just drag this box down. So your stop loss should be around this box, since that's the recent low. And of course, that will give you around, you could use this price as your stop loss. That means you could use 1.03350 as your stop loss. And of course, you could use 1.03225 as your stop loss. Or if you don't want to use any of those two, just put a crosshair on your chart and look around this box. Any price you see on the right side will qualify for your stop loss. And of course, your take profit should be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips, 60 pips, depending on how greedy you are. Some people are very greedy. They don't want 40 pips, they want 100 pips. So if you want 100 pips, I'm not there. But of course, between 10 and 50 pips should be your target. All right. You choose what you want between 10 and 50 pips. If you don't want much money, maybe you are not greedy like I am, you target $100 on a standard volume. If you are also moderately not looking for money, you target 20 pips, that will be $200. But if you're a little bit into the money, you can target 30 pips, which would be $300. If you are now normal, like a normal human being, that is not too bad looking for money, you target 50 pips, $500. So anything above that is greed. Okay. So you don't need to be too greedy, but it's allowed in trading. Now, moving on. So that gives you an idea of what I mean by that. Now, that's for technical analysis. If you don't like this strategy that I just show you now, there's some other strategies you can use. And of course, I can just clear this right now and give you another one. But that will be on 5 minutes chart. Okay. And of course, I call it breakout. So what you do is on this 5 minutes, you do control Y. Control Y will give you that's if you have a plain chart, we give you days separation or day separator. So this day you see on this vertical line is actually or was Friday. This day was Friday last week. All right. And of course, this day, let me click on here and move it. So this day was Friday. So this day was Thursday last week, and so on and so forth to the back. But we are talking today. So today start from here, right? So going forward. So what you can do, let me just delete this. Since you have seen the days, okay, let me go back here and target the high here. High of this day. High of Friday, right? And then low of Friday. Let me drag it down a little bit. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere. All of us will see what I want to show you. So this will be high of Friday, and of course, low of Friday. Good. So what I just did now is to target the highs and lows of Friday. So this area was the low of Friday, and this area was the high of Friday. So what you do on these 5 minutes is to wait for breakout. So you can draw a line, across your line. If you are a fan of scalping, right? Draw it, but you must be very sound with technical with this strategy I want to give you. You must know candlestick like you are, what they call a chewing stick. All of us are Nigerians, so we are familiar with chewing stick. I don't think Oyinbo people use chewing stick. Okay, they like using brush to brush their teeth. But Nigerians, especially if you grew up in a village like I did, you'll be familiar with chewing stick. Okay, so you must know how to interpret candles, like how to chewing stick, right? So you put a line on the high, and of course you put a line on the low. Okay, that's what you do, and then you wait for a breakout on this 5 minutes. So you can zoom in now on these candles. So what you do is that you wait for just wait. It is a question of patience. So you must wait for this price to hit this line, okay, this line above or the line below. So you can squeeze your chart to be able to see it, the line above and the line below. Okay, so anytime the price hit the line above, you watch out, because most often than not, price will hit it and return back inside, because price will not want to break out naturally. But of course, if it do, you wait. So if you hit this line above, right, you will now look at the candles very well. So let me drag it back up. You must wait for the candle to close. Since it's 5 minutes, it doesn't take time to close on 5 minutes. Price doesn't really waste too much time on 5 minutes. So you wait for the candle to close. And once it closes, you look at the candles very well. So if it give you a bearish engulfing, note, watch. If you give you a bearish engulfing around this line, like bearish engulfing, on this 5 minutes, you sell. But the price, excuse me, but the price must hang around the line. It's very important for the price to do that. So if you give a bearish engulfing candle, you click on sell. But if you break out, if it doesn't give you a bearish engulfing and it breaks out, okay, and it's going up, you don't buy, you wait. Okay, you must wait for the price to come and test the line again. Okay, what I mean is, if eventually the price, let us assume that the price did something like this. Okay, so it touched this line, and of course it break out and it's going up. So if it's going up, don't buy, just wait. If it escape, don't buy, just leave it. That's escape. But if you go back, okay, after escaping, if you come back and test the line, right? Test the line like this and give you a bullish engulfing, you buy. Okay, if it does it, you leave it. I'm going to show you an example so that you see how this thing is done. All right, it's very important. I show you an example. So let's say that I go back in history to say last week. Maybe let me just check last week if you can see a breakout. Just check this one. Give me a second. Let me zoom out so that we can see it better. And of course, if I go back a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Let's see the day before. See the day before. Good. So let's look at this particular one. Let's look at this particular day where we had kind of like a high around here. Hope you are paying attention. It's very important I show you this so that you understand how to trade whatever, whether it is USD or USD card or anything. Okay. And of course, this is the low of that day. So I'm actually talking about this particular day, right? This particular day. I think it was on maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, I think it was on Tuesday. Okay, so on this particular Tuesday, we saw this, right? So then on Wednesday, we had this particular break. So if we zoom in now to this particular Wednesday, let me drag this one to the Wednesday so that we can look at what happened that day. So we want to see what happened inside of this box, right? When we had a breakout to the low side. So if I zoom in, I think I can just go back a little bit or to the front, to the front. Yeah. So if I zoom in now, you can see we had, first of all, we had a breakout right here. So the price was going down. So like I said, you will not sell in that instance. You wait. And of course, you are looking for a bearish engulfing. If it happens, then you buy. Or sorry, sell. So let me zoom in and look at it clearly so that you can see it. So we had kind of like a break below, right? Good. So we saw a break below here, kind of like a breakout to the low side. Then at this low, at this break, at this candle close below, you will not sell. Remember, you hold on. Then the price came back and tested that same level and printed this candle. It wasn't bearish engulfing, so you will still not sell. This one is not bearish engulfing. This one, you will still not sell. You hold on because you need to see the bearish engulfing before you can actually sell. So eventually, zoom in now, zoom in, so that we can see it clearly. So eventually we had kind of like a bearish engulfing here, this particular one. So eventually this is where you would have sold, okay? Arrowed down. So this one would have given you a sell click. This one was a sell, right? So once you see this one, you click on sell. Now when you sell here, you put your stop loss above the range, okay? Your stop loss will be on the range high. Then eventually news happened. Okay, you would have sold way below before the news. I think news happened on that Tuesday, and of course the market went down. And of course, it would have given you serious money right here. You would have made a lot of money. Okay, that's going down, down, down. Right. So this is how you would have generated money. And of course, this one would have given you nothing less than say about 60, 70, 80 pips. Like I said, this one gives 100 pips, but you don't need to target 100 pips. Like I said, just target like maybe 10, 20, 30, 40 pips. Now, I want to ask a question, and I hope that all of us understood this particular one. So if you understand this, my explanation, just wave. You don't need to say hi. You don't even say yes. Just wave. Okay. If you understand this explanation, just wave. I will see your wave. If you don't understand it, I will take it again, maybe in another instrument. Okay, because you can use this breakout to trade anything. All right. Karebo, OB says you understand. Okay. Jackson raised hand also. They all understood. Good. So it means that all of us understand this one. Good. Now, somebody sent me a message. Let me check it. Somebody is saying nothing is showing on my screen. Is that true? I don't think so. Okay, so Arubi says good next. Sure, we'll look at it. So let's go to, since you understand this breakout strategy and the moving average strategy, it means that we can use those two to trade today. Any one is good. All right. So let's go to, don't worry, we'll get to gold. Let's go to the next one, which will be USD CAD. Now, if we use the moving average strategy to trade USD CAD, it will be something like this. And of course, like I said today, CAD may just appreciate. So you could just go to your 30 minutes chart and trade CAD. Now, what you do is that you look out for two candles that will close below this line. And of course, like this one now, you will sell. So this one is just a simple strategy, straightforward, no ambiguity, nothing. So you look at two candles that will close below 1, 2, and then you sell. So around Friday, you would have sold. Now, candle are close above it. So if it close to green above it, you buy. That's if this has close above and this is currently green. So if it close green again in the next 30 minutes, say 9 o'clock, if this candle close green, just click on buy on USD CAD. That's all. This one is just a simple indicator that tells you a lot. So if you are using phone or laptop, watch out for USD CAD and trade it to buy or sell depending on the direction of break on that moving average. Moving on to Euro Pound. Okay, so the same strategy, if we apply it, the breakout strategy is a little bit tough because you need to draw lines and analyze. So, but for the moving average, it's straightforward. You just look for candles, and of course, you trade. So for Euro Pound, it's actually showing and signaling a buy. But let me, zoom out now and check. So I think this one could just, go into the direction of bullish today. And of course, you could use stop loss around the low of this candle. Okay, so your stop loss could be around this level. It could be around this level on your chart. That's if you are buying Euro Pound. So because this one looks good to buy, so if you're interested in this one, you could just, go with the buyers. But remember to use stop loss below this recent low, and of course target maybe 10, 20, 30 pips, depends on what you fancy. Then we go to crude oil very fast. I don't want to waste too much time. Since we have explained strategy for us, you can use the strategy to trade any of these instruments I just put in front, and all that and all that. So let's go to crude oil on 1 hour chart. We see crude oil playing around, $72 per barrel. I don't know how Nigerian, government did it, but of course, I think they put the budget for crude oil around $75 per barrel. I'm not sure. I can't really put a head to it now, but I thought I saw $75 per barrel as the benchmark for this year, which is not feasible. Okay, because considering what China is doing, considering what the major world economy is doing, I don't really see crude oil appreciating 2025. I really don't see it. I see crude oil actually dropping below, the current value or even lower, right? And of course, if we go to candlestick now and you go to D1, and you go to zoom out, you see that crude oil looks bearish, right? It's already, signaling that the price might just continue to fall. Who can tell? It could just fall to around maybe 50 something dollar per barrel. Okay, actually, my analysis for the rest of this year since June was that crude oil will trade maybe between $77 and 50 something dollars. So, since June, I've been actually watching out for crude oil, and of course, between June and now, we had instances of 2024 June, I think around here. This all happened since June this year, right? So between 70 something dollar per barrel, and of course it did eventually come to 54 because I was actually projecting for the crude oil to actually drop to around this level, but it didn't drop, right? So, but as by and large, crude oil has been very stable. Okay, the price has been stable. This D1, okay, which means that the price has been ranging since around October. It's been trading between, let me check this particular price, between $71, $72 per barrel to around $74, $75 per barrel. I think that's the between 71 and 75 or 74.9. So the way I see it also, I think crude oil might just, continue to, range. But eventually, even if it's going to break out, it most likely break down, not up. Most likely, that's my way of seeing it. Of course, I also follow what we call crude oil inventory. And of course, that's to, tell you the number of stockpile that, US companies have in their coffers. And if you want to know more about crude oil price and where it could head, let me share this screen with you very fast. I'm going to just click on share and click on this. Then you go to oilprice.com, oilprice.com. Okay, so oilprice.com. All right, so this gives you an idea of what crude oil will do or should do. All right, so just click on this one, and of course you'll be good to go. All right, so that's basically what I actually want to share with you today. So you can go here and check what crude oil price is doing and read more. I actually like reading this so that I have an idea of what I should do with crude oil. All right. So let me just quickly go back now and share my screen with you guys, and that will be on my MT4. So, like I was saying, crude oil is here, so it's kind of dicey. I really cannot tell you what I have in mind because I don't have an opinion right now as to what the crude oil price should do. Because right now it is ranging, and in the range market, you don't have much to say about it. So, but if you want to go with technical, it's okay to go with technical. You might want to go with the trend channel. Okay, this particular one, though I don't think you guys have this particular indicator. I don't think so. But this one is not even giving us anything. So there's nothing here. In fact, there's nothing here to do. But of course, maybe we can just check with trend strategy and maybe use like maybe 30 minutes or so to give us an idea of what to do. But like I said, this one is different. It's a little bit dicey because if you trade, the price might just go against you in a range. Okay, and of course you could play with you for a while. And that said, you can still use this one to buy and sell. That's an indicator that you could use. Then we go to wheat. Wheat price looks good to uh, buy this morning. because the price has been down for a while, and of course, it's a season of bounty harvest, and of course plenty food. So the price might just jump up this morning. Let me look at the comment section, and of course somebody saying please US 100. Of course we'll get there. We have it on the list. Idris, maybe you came late. We already have something we want to look at on the list. So don't worry, we'll get to crude oil, we'll get to gold, we'll get to US 100, we'll get to whatever you want. All right. So for wheat, look out for buy with your moving average. I've already shown you the strategy to use today. You could use this strategy, this moving average strategy. And of course, right now it is showing us sell. Remember, we have two candles close below the line. That's a sell. But of course, like I said, my subjective reason for not selling will be because the price has been going down for a while. So I might want to look out for a buy. So if you give me a signal for buy, I will take it. For sell, I will ignore. All right. So that's for wheat. Let's go to gold. A lot of people have been waiting for gold. Same thing with gold. Let's look at the strategy on 30 minutes. So for 30 minutes, let's wait for gold to form. Finally, we have an idea. So gold might just also might push up. Okay. So we have a kind of like a buy. But of course, what you can do is I actually like using another strategy here that I called breakout strategy. And of course, that one gives me an idea of what to do. Oh, okay. So this one actually formed and it giving us a buy. Second wave is running right now. So gold might just be a buy. It might be. Okay. So if I interested in trading gold, you could trade to the upside. And of course, it gives us a buy signal already, like twice already today. Twice today already, or twice between Friday and now, give us two buy signals. So you might want to place a buy on gold. But if you're buying gold, remember you could use your stop loss around this level. Okay. Use your stop loss around this level. And don't forget to, target something, put take profit so that if the price get there where you are not there, it could close you in profit. Maybe 10, 20, 30 pips, target it and move on. That's for gold. My bias for gold is for you to trade to the upside. So you could just be looking out to buy on gold. That said, we cannot go to US 100. Um, US 100 looks good to, let me check, let me be sure of what I want to see on this strategy and on 30 minutes. Uh, Yeah, it actually give us a breakout to buy. Okay, so US 100 might just be a buy, but we could just also wait for a retest. Okay, let's wait for a retest since price has moved already. So you wait for a retest, wait for the price to retest this level. All right, wait for the price to retest this line. If you retest this line, that's your 50 period moving average. Wait for it to close two grains above, then you can buy. And if you close to sell below, you can sell. All right. Like this kind of instance, you close to sell below, you sell. And if you close two grain above, you buy. Now, that's for US 100. For those people that have been waiting for US 100, that's the idea of trade you can take. For now, you hold on. There are two things I've told you to do now. For I think euro pound you could buy, and of course gold you could buy. Those are the ones you can enter instant execution. But for the rest of them, you wait for them to form properly before you trade a buy or a sell. Now let's go to US 30. US 30 also give us something like similar to US 100. Think something similar. So if you look at this one also, same thing. You can. I think I told you same thing. That's a breakout, but you could wait for a wave. Okay, on breakout. I actually like using this one also for a breakout. So you wait for a wave. This wave is that the price has. You are waiting for a cross. There's a moving average that is crossing each other here. And before you buy, you need for the price to come and retest either the red or the black. Now, price has not retested the red, so it means that you need to wait. Okay, that's what it means. So you need for the price to kiss this one, or even drop down after kissing that one. If it drop down and kiss this one also, that's a good one. So there's a strategy I use often, okay, for me to be sure of what to do. So what I will do is I will just stack this zone with a lot of limit orders, okay? Buy limit, buy limit, buy limit inside of this zone can actually do some miracles, okay? I've done it, I've practiced it before. It works like magic, okay? The idea is that if the price keeps this level, this first line, which is 21, it could just break it. Okay, because it's price, you can because the line will be acting or waiting as a support. But if price breaks the support, it could just come around at 30-second support. This one is a weak support, this one is a strong support. Now, if it takes this strong support, it could just bounce up. So in between the breaking of the weak support and the strong support, I have a lot of trade line, like maybe 4 or 5 buy limits. I do that a lot. Okay. On this 30 minutes chart or 1 hour chart, depends on the one you want to use. Then if it does that, you can just click on new order and then you buy. I think that concludes US30. Then we go to FRA40. The same analysis now for FRA40 may just hold, but I can just, go directly and use the breakout strategy for you guys. It's a popular strategy. I use, all of you know it. But for this one, there is something different. This one is still looking bearish. So this one is currently kissing the moving average rate, which is the weak resistance. And of course, it's kind of holding because the price is trading above it now. It could just be kind of like a support. And of course, the price could push the price up and be the black. But so far, so good. On this time frame, the price looks good to go down. Okay, on that particular breakout. So let me check the comment section for people. Somebody says Euro AUD, USD and of course US 2000. Well, for US 2000, it will be similar to US 100 and US 30 because remember they are US stocks or US indices rather. For USD it might just be similar to the USD card, and of course for Euro AUD, it could be similar to Euro Pound. But because you asked for it, Adeyemi, why not? We can just look at US 2000 first of all, just to satisfy your curiosity. Let's look out for US 2000, US 2000. Take right here, US 2000. So for US 2000, the same fate with US 30 we hold, all right? Because US 2000, US 500, US 30, they move the same. They move the same way, all right? So, which means that any analysis I do on US 30, we hold for US 500, we also hold for US 2000. Because we insist, why not? We could just look at this breakout strategy here and look at what it says. So here it's saying on this 1 hour chart that you need to wait for this price to kiss the moving average below. That's what it means. So you need to wait for this price to kiss this one. You need it. It's very important. And if you break the weak support, like I said, it could test the strong support. So in between the two, if you have an option, see there are different strategies to trade. In between the two, if you like limit orders, you could place buy limit, buy limit, buy limit. You could just stack it up around here. You can place as many as your account can carry. So you can place like maybe 4 or 5, 6, 10, whatever for buy limit. Okay. Right. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment. Let me just check something out. Okay, so sorry about that break in transmission. I just had to pass a message across. Now, I was saying that for this one, you could just stack up your trade, buy limit, buy limit, buy limit. It's okay to do that. Or of course, don't forget to use your stop loss. It will be on your recent low. For all your limit orders, you could just use stop loss around this level. It will hold, all right? So that if things go wrong, okay, you could just, be shut down around this level and move on. But of course, you could also target, higher level for your, for your TP. You could target anything you want. Of course, it will be around this other block, okay, or right, yeah. So it could just be around this break, okay. This is a very strong break due to the FOMC event on Wednesday last week. So you could just target that level. So buy limit to hold here, but of course, if you don't want to do buy limit, wait until price reacts around this level. If you give you a bullish engulf, you can do buy, or you wait for this breakout. See, there are different strategies to do that. And of course, you wait for this breakout. If price close above this level after that test, you can also do instant execution and buy. I do that a lot. All right. So now that's for US 2000. Because you asked for it, let me look at USD JPY also. because you asked for it. I think your name, I can't remember. I think Adeyemi or something. You asked for USDJPY. Japanese yen still doing what it's supposed to do because dollar is strong. It's still doing this. So what I will advise for you to do is to have an indicator to do this one also. Don't depend on candlestick formation alone. Have an indicator, maybe a breakout strategy like mine, and of course. But unfortunately, this one gave us something very, very serious. So there is kind of like, are you really serious? This is what I'm seeing on USD card. Sorry, USD So this one is giving us a sell signal, but of course, we are not selling until we break this level. Okay, for us to sell, we need to break this level. We need to clear this level out. Okay, a candle close above this, a candle close below this level, below 156002, we spell a sell for USD card. A candle close below 156002, we spell a sell for USD card on 1 hour chart. Of course, if it is 30 minutes chart, unfortunately, that one is not holding. Um, so we need to kind of like wait for the price to come back. On this 30 minutes chart, if it's going to go up, we need for the price to come back for this one. If you come back for that one, then we need to measure where it last closed. Okay, it's very important to do that. This thing I'm explaining to you is a little bit deep. Okay, it's a little bit very deep. Not a little bit deep. In fact, it's actually very deep. For you to be able to do that, you need to understand candlestick patterns and understand how lines and crossing works. But if you don't understand it, just ignore. Okay, you could just use the simple one, which is the one I actually explained today, and that's this one. So this simple one is that anytime you have two candles close above, like green, you buy. So this one is signaling a buy already. So if you want to, you could just buy USD card even right now. Sorry, USDJPY even right now. That's if you're interested in buying it, you could just do instant execution and buy. So instant execution on three instruments, Euro Pound buy. I think which other one? I can't remember. I can't remember. I think gold also buy, and of course USJPY. But if you're interested in those three, you could just trade. Now that concludes this one. I think the man also mentioned Euro AUD. So I'm going to do that as courtesy because we only have about a few minutes to end the class. Euro AUD will be somewhere around maybe FX2. Euro AUD is not here. Let's check this one. Euro AUD is not here. Let's check this one. Euro AUD is here. So Euro USD, Euro AUD, Euro AUD is up, right? So let's first of all look at the candle formation first. Uh, Doing this right now. So let's do this. Um, so we have two highs there, right? So let's now do kind of like let's look at H4. So Euro had been very strong against Australian dollar, right? That's because the rate Australian dollar spent last week or 2 weeks ago wasn't really favorable for that particular currency. But based on what we are seeing now, these 4 hours, this particular instrument may not have strength to push up no more. So you might be looking to sell. But who am I to say you should sell? Why not we check Bollinger Band to see what it is selling us so that we can quickly sell if it's giving us a signal. So to do that, we do this one, and then we look at the candles closely. Okay, so we have kind of like a hanging guys around that's bearish engulfing hanging a range around the upper band. What I'm trying to say on this 4 hours is that we have this distance right here. This is deep also. This is a very deep strategy. So we have this particular candle, this one that I put arrow on, hanging on the upper band and engulfing a previous candle, a previous bearish candle. Also, we also have kind of another candle here in recent time, that's even like recent candle one, okay, also engulfing, hanging on the upper band and also engulfing another one. So personally, I will click on new order on this one and I will click on sell. Now, this is what we call reversal strategy. Okay, I'm just going to click on sell directly. Okay, so this is the only one I've clicked on sell on. And that's because apart from those two instances I'm seeing giving me a sell signal, I also have the stochastic pointing to the downside. Okay, stochastic is also telling me that I can sell, right? That's because that means there's a divergence here, okay? While the price is doing higher high, I'm going to just zoom out a little bit so that you can see what I want to show you. While the price was doing higher high around here, okay, the indicator was actually doing lower high around that same period, okay? The indicator was doing lower high around that same period, okay? So that's a classic divergence. So I would rather go on sell than buy on this one, on this 4 hours chart. So that's the way I see Euro AUD, and that's why I put on sell. And of course, my stop loss, don't forget that if I'm going to use stop loss, it's going to be on this particular one. So this particular Euro AUD present us with a very unique opportunity to trade this morning, okay? And of course, that will be my stop loss area, and my take profit could be maybe at the lower band or lower. So I can use any of this zone for my take profit. So you could use any of the price around this range for your take profit. Of course, I have a trade running now. So that concludes my analysis on most of the instruments that we have looked at today. Special thanks to all of you for being here. And unfortunately, Victor Abalendenkon, I cannot pronounce that your name. Abalendenokin. Victor, sorry, I cannot look at GBP USD and JPY because of time. And but of course, I have Euro UD running now. So if you join me on that trade, you should be in profit. Okay, hopefully. But of course, if you don't want to, it's okay. You don't have to. All right. So you could use any of the lot size you want to trade. Depends on your account size. And of course, finally, I must also, tell you that I like enabling my channel for me to hear feedback from you guys. So let me look at who is going to go first. Maybe I'll just do. I normally do one, but of course I can do two today. So if you like to talk to me, maybe say hello or something, or you want to ask question on what I've just discussed, why not raise up your hand? I will enable for you to speak to me, and of course, if not, we can just end the class now. So who is going first? Who wants to talk to me? Who's there? Who goes there? Who goes first? Okay. So just raise up your hand if you want to talk. Jonathan, do you want to talk? If you want to talk, just raise up your hand. Okay, so Jonathan raise up his hand. Let's look for Jonathan, Jonathan, Jonathan. Where's Jonathan? Okay, so Jonathan raise up his hand. Jonathan, okay, talk to me. Go ahead. Or mute your mic and talk.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jonathan.
Yes, sir. Please, I want to ask, thank you very much for today. I want to ask if you have a trade running, this one that holiday is on ground and then this is on drawdown negative. Can you close the trade? And
You
then so that
can.
I don't know how it's going to be.
You can, and you can just leave it. Depends on your appetite. You can leave it, and of course, you can close it. Depends on you, sir.
I can hold the trade, but I'm looking at the spreads, whether it will not be too much
No, 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 no,
how
no.
many
There's
days.
something like if there's holiday, it means that the market is just it will be like weekend. It's just like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When market does not run on Friday and Saturday, nothing happens. On Monday, market will continue to move again. So if there's holiday on Wednesday and Thursday, on Friday again, market will continue to move from where it stops. So you can leave it. Of course, you can also close it. Depends on you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome. Jonathan, you could lower your hand now. And of course, Anik Kebe. Wait, oh, is it Anik Kebe or Anik Kibe? Anik Kibe Solomon. What's up? Anik Kibe.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Anik Kibe.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, if I check the Telegram, I see that they put signal for gold, but no other instrument is being, they give signal to no other
Which
instrument. So
telegram is that one?
there's one rally trade where they put signals and even sometimes they post charts. They posted they posted
Send the
already
link of
trade.
that telegram to me personally. Let me check it so that we can be sure because people can be very funny. I'm not aware of that particular signal, but I don't know. I'm not aware of that one. But send the link to me. Let me check. If it is something that is coming from Rally, I will let you know. If it is not, I will also let you know. Send it to me on WhatsApp.
Okay, sir. But let me just make this statement that do you give signal for other instrument like GBP, JPY, the instrument that is SL and take and TP, do you give, or is it only this analysis? Because sometimes
This is the only thing we do. This is the only thing I do. I don't give signal. I don't give take profit. I don't give stop loss. I do objective analysis. If you join my class or any of our classes, we do 100% objective analysis. We tell you where we feel that the price will go, like we just did now. And of course, but I will not give you buy or sell or take profit or stop loss. I don't do that.
okay. For
Yeah, of course.
beginner like what, I think something like that
Beginner, that's why we are here. Beginning
we
like
encourage
you,
us.
I encourage you to come to class. See, the thing is this: if I do signal and I tell you buy, sell, it means that you 100% depend on me for buy, sell, take profit, stop loss.
No, I start combine.
Not
I start combine. We'll be
no,
mature
that's
in
not the
the
way it
area of
works. That's not the
analyzing.
rally trade is a 100% brokerage business, and it is not it doesn't we don't have license to do buy, sell, take profit, stop loss. If we are doing that, it means that we are a signal provider, which is not what we do. What we do is 100%, opportunity, give you a platform to trade, and then we help you get started by teaching you how to trade, objective analysis on what the price should do. A beginner like you is encouraged to come to class to learn, and of course, also go to YouTube. Okay, go to YouTube, not Telegram. Go and learn strategies and trade. That's if the one we are teaching you is not enough. I don't really encourage you to go to YouTube and go and learn. The one we are teaching you is 100% good enough. Okay, because why I'm saying that is because personally, as a person, I go to YouTube a lot. I learn strategies a lot. But because of my experience, I know the one that works and the one that don't. If I watch a YouTube video, 5 minutes, 5 minutes into that video, I know whether it's going to be a rubbish or a take. All right. So if it's rubbish, I shut it down, I move on. But as a beginner, you might not know those difference. So that's why I pick the best and come to you and present. For example, this signal I just gave you on Euro AUD, you cannot see it on YouTube. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not being proud. You cannot see this particular strategy on YouTube, whereby somebody will be teaching you these simple things. But of course, it's for you to discern. Remember, the scripture says, "Ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." It means that the truth is for you to know. It's not something that is there. It's for you to go and fetch it. All right. So you shall know how to trade by coming to our class to learn, and of course that learning should prepare you to start trading as a beginner. Okay, so eventually, because of course it takes time, nobody forces you to trade on real account. Why not start with demo? If you are really scared of trading your real account, start with demo and learn it with this our strategy. For example, on this Euro AUD, you can see that it's already running into profit. Okay, so which means that now I have about maybe $9 or so, nine naira. Since this is a naira account, but of course, if it was a standard volume, this trade can give me $1,000 today. I'm telling you. So it's all about strategy, and of course, this thing that I just present to you, you can use it to trade anything. Let me zoom in so they can see it. You can use this strategy to trade anything. Just look out for this kind of formation on the chart. Is it really difficult? Because it doesn't have to come on Euro AUD alone. It could be on gold. It could be on crude oil. Look out for this kind of strategy, for this kind of formation, one or two candle, and use it. All right. It's very pretty easy to do. So you don't need any Telegram channel to be giving you buy lot, buy stop, sell stop, take profit, stop loss, whatever. You don't need all those rubbish, right? You could actually be a signal. My ideal, my prayer is for you, Jonathan. But what's your name now? Wait, let me check who is talking to me. What's your name, sir? Wait. Your name is not Jonathan. Are you there? Is he there? I don't think he's there. Okay, his name is Solomon. So Solomon, and for the rest of us still here, my prayer for you is for you to become signal by yourself. By your eye should be your signal, not me, not Rally. Your eye should be your signal because, of course, the business is here. So I want to thank everybody on this note. I'm signing out, and of course, I'm wishing you again Merry Christmas in advance. Now, tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock, be here. Tomiwa will be on the hot seat to actually, broadcast to you guys and show you his strategies also. On behalf of Rally Academy, bye bye.